Silencep going live into game number 1. As we say, Sothis versus Silencep, starting it off on Silence. Is this Silencep's map?
Maybe it's his toilet where he pees. Okay,
Yeah, I think you should leave now.
Yeah.
In fact, I might have to leave.
Say that?
You know, that was meant to be your brain voice talking, not your mouth. Anyway.
Can I come back later?
Sure. Silencep's gonna grab himself a red, so he looks like he's getting a little bit more in terms of stack at the beginning. Sothis just trying to peek off a bit of damage here and there. But at the moment, Silencep's getting a nice rotation going, but look at this! Nice aerial work, but Sothis now right back in his face. He got a little bit too eager and excited about the damage he did previously, and Silencep paid him for it.
And so Sothis trying to come back now. Let's see what happens at the red. Can he get some more rocketing? Oh, he's way onto the red.
Silencep's missing loads. I mean,
yeah.
he had a good LG previously, and then suddenly nothing. And so
I remind myself of how Sothis played yesterday. He said he lost all the games, but he was playing pretty damn well versus Kilson.
Yeah. I mean, even versus others, he had some very reasonable performances. I'm not sure if we managed to see him versus Matrox. Although we do have the VODs up and running, but let's have a look now. Silencep might be up picking another one, and he does. 2-0. So this may be regretting being in that fight in the first place.
Makes his way up. Managed to get the rail without taking more damage, which is very good for him right now. Can he land any?
That's the thing.
Crucial for him to land at least one. Try to get one of the major items, because the red and the mega spawns 5 seconds after the red. That's good.
Going on an even.
There. He should try to delay Silencep at the red now, but he's not. He's too scared.
He's going to yellow, isn't he? Although he should be possibly getting some armor had it.
He can trick his way around to steal the mega now, but he doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, if Sothis starts going on to rail versus rail fights, it's going to be a very tough one to win, because as a lot of us know, Silencep knows that weapon so damn well.
I think he only gets like on combat skill if he's going for a combat fight. He's going for a combat fight. What is this?
What the hell is going on? The Silencep chasing him around, eventually getting a kill. And I'll try and make sense of what you were saying. I think if they're going into close range combat, Sothis will probably excel rockets versus rockets.
In rockets, he has a very good chance of winning the fight, but in LG and rail, he's gonna have an hard time.
Absolutely. And red and yellow spawning again at the same time, so this would love to get a rail or two before Silencep picks it up. At the moment, Silencep's control looking very solid. Oh wow, Sothis making a leap across. Again, he's doing nothing to Silencep really. He's doing these jumps. Is he gonna get a rail? No, he doesn't. So eventually, Silencep gets hit by one rail. Although it's not really enough for Sothis to be smiling about. This is looking better though. And so this should probably be trying to delay him on Mega. Then he maybe would have been able to make a play.
Oh wow. Can he get? Oh, he can't even get him, not even with rocket jumps.
He just blows himself up. He's going to be appearing on the other side of the map, presumably. And possibly getting his hands on that next yellow. He does. Is Silencep going to be able to punish him for this? No. What? Sothis coming through with the close range of rail. Now he's got the rockets out. Now this is where the damage is going to start. Looking for the clutch rail. While Silencep picks up the frag. And now red and Mega are going to be spawning at very similar times.
Yeah, and as we're seeing in the close fights, he does do more damage than Silencep, but he cannot go for those aim fights.
Yeah, it's all about the rockets. And this would have been a good time to get Mega health.
Yeah, he should have read the situation a little bit better. He could have got the Mega health and the yellow after. This way, he only gets the yellow, but he's doing a lot of damage with the rockets. With 10 seconds still for the red to be up, he should just try to go for some really fast aggression.
Going up the bounce pad might not be a good idea, and he does. And Silencep dropping down for yellow, so actually, Silencep might be giving it the control away.
Know that the Mega is gonna spawn in 15 seconds.
You just took it, man.
Yeah, brain lag.
And look at this, is a perfect opportunity for Sothis to get a kill. Silencep backs off for yellow. I think he realized the error on his timing, the extent of that error. And now Mega's up, but it's Sothis who's closer and probably had it within sight.
Good rail as well, knowing exactly when Silencep is gonna jump. He needs to be fast onto the red if he doesn't want Silencep to position himself there. Good rocket jump up.
Oh, look at that, another one.
Anything else. Oh, this Silencep just steal that without taking any damage. He takes the rail, but that was not worth it for Sothis. And he knows he needs to do something crazy right now to make up for the mistake he just did. That's one rail.
It was a brilliant plan with very poor execution.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But starting to land a little bit more damage, going up against Silencep's lightning gun. Red and Mega to spawn again at the same time. And Sothis to make a decision. He would love to get both somehow, but he's going to have to hit everything and hope that Silencep hits him out. Oh dear, and more rockets are connecting. Oh, look at this. Silencep's LG. It's just so brutal. Sothis can't even strafe his way out of the room. Looks like it's going from bad to worse here for the Dane.
Yeah, Sothis couldn't really capitalize on the control and the opportunities he did, and now he's on a really bad trouble.
You know, he's just going for the plasma, going for any damage. It doesn't even matter what weapon he's using. Shotgun, grenades, just go for all of it. And that's now a 10 frag separation in the score. And that hyphen next to the 1 is definitely not something to be happy about.
No, not at all. This must be approaching GG mark unless Sothis can do some crazy stuff. I'm not really sure about what he can do at this point.
I don't want to rule him out at all, but it doesn't... You know, Silencep looked like he was on the edge of losing control, and now he's kind of regained his composure.
Yeah,
and he's looking pretty good again.
And there you go, now he has full control again. And with 10 seconds for any item spawn, Silencep is on the driver's seat.
Yeah.
He's the one that decides what's gonna happen.
Yellow is going to be up next, but Silencep's got to make some fast decisions. If he's going to pick up this yellow, he doesn't. Going over to Mega, where has Sothis gone? Okay, he has actually gone back and got himself the yellow armor. Is this going to be something that... well, Sothis maybe getting himself onto red. He doesn't actually go out of the room. He's looking for more damage. A good rocket. Another one could get a kill, but it just wasn't direct enough. And now there's many ones on the scoreboard. All in favor of Silencep. Smiling another kill here, easy rockets. And I just don't think Sothis has exploited what he's much stronger at than in fights than Silencep. He should be using more rockets and he's not. He's faffing around.
I mean, again, I don't think his motivational factor for this game is gonna help him much.
Yeah.
Because he's already out of the groups.
That's true. But Cure next, and I'm guessing that Sothis picked Cure because this Cure game's pretty decent, as we've seen previously. So hopefully for him, he's going to be able to put up a fight against Silencep there. And also his Tox game is also pretty good. So I mean the remaining 2 maps, if he can get the win on Cure, then he'll be looking good, but you know, it's just more and more painful here on Silence. Let's have a look at some accuracies. Silencep's accuracies are all in the 20s. Not really what you expect, but he's getting the results. That's what matters.
Yeah, if this was CDM, we would be watching probably 92% roll instead of 29. But
yeah.
In duel, I don't think it matters for him as much.
No, not at all. Just lots of spam.
Because in duel, you can pick up the weapon. The weapons take 5 seconds to respawn. You can just sit there and get the weapons again. You don't have to share them with teammates.
Exactly.
So you can take a lot of shots and you can miss a lot of them. And in TDM, the effectiveness must be high.
Yeah, it's got to be much more efficient. So he's actually going to get off the negatives. So this is actually something more positive. He's going to maybe not lose too much confidence for the next game, providing he can even get another couple of frags on top of that. And another rail should score him the kill, because red's only just spawning. Unless he thinks for some reason that Silencep has already taken red. Depends how his timing fares out. A nice little rocket, knowing exactly where he'd be.
Oh, almost.
So, in the positives. This is happy days here for Sothis. What is he expecting? Is there a shotgun or a gauntlet? Oh, he's going to find Silencep there. Nice rockets. And we got another kill, but it's obviously not going to be enough to carry him through 14 more frags in 20 seconds.
Or is it?
Dun dun dun. Nobody knows, man. But it's all positive for Silencep, going 1-0 up after Silence. He's going to be pretty content. He's going to need to rack up more and more wins, because he's also got ZSX, Matrox, and Kilson to step past. Let's see what he can do as we get over to Cure. Damage was actually very even between these two, but the control dominating.
Yeah. Only one of the players was getting items.
Yeah.
Fairly one-sided on that aspect. And if you're not getting the items, your damage output must be 2 or 3 times more. Exactly.
There's still time, guys. There's still time. We need like a we need a chatter mode that has there's still time or something along those lines. That would be perfect. Okay, so this ready for Cure. God, damn Firefox here. Well, let's go live again. We're on to map number 2, and so this has got to show us something a little stronger if he wants even a single win in this group. I don't think he's actually had a single map win in the entire group.
Oh wow, that's pretty crushing.
He's going to be hoping to make that happen here. I'm actually going to be checking out Sothis, because this could be the last time we see him this month.
Well, at least for 125 FPS.
Yeah, true. Very quiet still. Has he got? I can't tell because of the window if he's got lightning gun. Oh, he's got lightning gun. Can't see the writing but next to the glare on the window. So this is really taking his time now. He might try and get a trap. Mega's going to be up. Silencep's moved over. There's no railgun, and now this is all about the LG damage. So this has done absolutely tons.
Oh, here comes Silencep again. He doesn't think he took enough damage, so he comes back to take some more.
How much health does Silencep have remaining?
75-50.
Ah, so it is painful. So this now wondering what to do, because he's got so little lightning gun ammunition. He decides he's going to move back. He's also happened to find Silencep there, looking for a rocket to start it off. Silencep missing a rail, which really would have been devastating for Sothis.
After that rail miss, Sothis' best option was to actually go through the teleporter, because he had about half a second to do free damage on Silencep.
Yeah.
But he wasn't expecting Silencep to miss, so it was more a jump of relief.
Yeah, absolutely. Still, these players trying to break into First Blood, but I can see Sothis taking as long as he wants. He could take another 4 minutes. We could see some kind of DM13. But look at this, trying to get the rockets out. Silencep's LG is way too powerful. He's looking for another shot, but he might just have to give this one up. Misses the rail, unfortunately for him. And now it's time to run away, and he has to be quick on his toes. And gets out of that yellow area. And now to find more resources, suddenly he's just got a fraction of what he had 20 seconds ago. Oh, nice again, defensive play, finds him from behind.
That was very good, and look at this. Silencep runs out of rockets and he almost kills Silencep in that fight.
That was so close. Silencep with 15 health left. I didn't think Sothis would even be able to do half of the damage he did then. He's missing the lightning gun, and Silencep just great tracking, great kill, and now he's got items to pick up afterwards.
He's gonna get that mega, and Sothis has to do the work he just did all over again, but without dying this time.
Yep. Oh my.
That's gonna be hard.
Very nice rocket. That was the start of another kill. And Sothis, we gotta pause.
Yeah, he needs to pick himself up from the ground and go talk to the visitors.
Yeah. Make sure you remember timing Sothis. He's gonna be talking to his visitors and just be saying numbers at them. This is how you do it. Well, we can wait. Hopefully he's not going to be too long. We've got more streams coming on as well. And I will check to see if more players. Hopefully 7 will be around very shortly. So I'm going to check out to see if he's arrived. Yes, 7's joined. Do you want
on the server?
He's on IRC.
Oh, not on the server though.
No, but could you tell him to slow down and stuff? Okay, it looks like these guys are ready again, so we're getting back into game for Sothis and Silencep.
2, 1, fight.
And Silencep in dominating control. With no items. Oh, we've got the plasma coming out. The damage is solid. But again, he just doesn't have quite enough to pull through and get a kill. Although Silencep's still with a while until items are spawning, there is going to be a yellow around. But one strong rocket can get a kill for Sothis at the moment.
He needs to be able to get this red without taking any damage, and he does do so.
He can get a yellow as well. But he's going for weapons instead. Which is probably...
That's not a bad choice.
Yeah, a smart option. So he should have the full whammy, unless he's not managed to break his way onto lightning gun.
Just got a hold of it.
So this red, we might see something here. Silencep in a killer position right now, but he steps away. And so this is next to him. There's a good rocket, 2 good rockets from Silencep. Oh, wow. Direct. And so this, he gets the dream spawn. That is exactly what he needed.
Here comes Silencep, a trap from Sothis.
Oh, but it didn't quite work, and the rockets are so nice from Silencep. We got Mega still up, and a ton of resources have just been picked up. There's like 50.
At all.
No. There's like 50 or so health on slash armor worth of items at the top. So that's gonna be Mega taken. Is Silencep gonna? Sorry, Sothis gonna come back in for it? No, he's too late for it. He's gonna try and land a rail. The first rocket, the only rocket he has left, doesn't work. Looking for another rail because Silencep doesn't have that weapon, but he just can't connect. Again, not a happy time, even though Sothis getting that dream spawn. He's kind of lost out a lot on it.
He's gonna get the red, and because Silencep brain lagged again, he's at the Mega, and he was the one that picked up the red last. He's really losing time, and I fear for him when he has to play versus the rest of his opponents.
Yeah, I mean, these are areas that maybe the other players are probably going to punish him more for. So this, does he want to set up for that red, or does he want to go get that lightning gun? The lightning gun probably going to be very useful for him, and he might miss out on this red armor unless Silencep's made it over there. Oh, and so it's trying to bait him out onto it. Does get a rail at the end. Oh, missing his little shot, and he's still railable. Is there anything around for him? He's got to be so careful. That's Mega Rep. Silencep probably going to be grabbing that. So this can't throw away any more frags really. Otherwise it's just going to be too much. It'll be
good for him to eat the rail there, but Silencep doesn't give him the angle.
Why is he not going for red?
He's waiting for Silencep to drop. It's a good read, but can he do more damage? Nope. Even dies before the red.
That's bad, man. He should have been grabbing red. I understand why he was looking for the angle, but could have grabbed red, gone away out the corridor, down towards the 50 health bubble. Not that he would have needed to pick it up, and he would be fine to fight another day. He was completely caught out of position there, just by some nice little moves with the rockets and lightning gun from Silencep. Oh, here's the LG from Silencep. It's going to be one more, but he runs out of ammunition. 78 health. And this is how greedy is Sothis going to be. Too greedy. He looked for the plasma, but Silencep with a perfect weapon choice to counter it. And the scoreline looks like it's just going to be getting bigger and bigger between these two players. And Sothis doesn't really look like he's playing the same kind of game that he was yesterday.
No, not at all. Well, he has visitors with him now as well, so let's blame it on them.
Yeah, let's do that. Just so he looks better.
Exactly.
But, I mean, Silencep has been pushed back onto the yellow, and Sothis has managed to grab some armor, so it's at least going to be a balanced fight next. What the hell is he doing?
Rocket jumping around.
I do not understand.
Were you on Silencep's buff?
Yeah. That
didn't make any sense from that buff.
I was just listening and not understanding. Sothis moving around, he's gonna get a kill.
Well, that's his plan there. I will
fight him with chaos.
And chaos will prevail. I'll just screw his brain so hard that he will not be able to understand what's going on.
He successfully did that. And now Mega, Red, and Yellow are all going to be up at the same time, so he should try and find another frag right now. Goes for a good rocket. He's looking for the most opportunistic shots ever. But he should be able to get on all of these items, apart from the yellow.
Crazy thing is that he can still come back.
Yep. No, you can. I'm not ruling him out of it now. I'm just trying to find out where Silencep was.
Give one of that 50 HP when he's on 160 health.
What? I don't understand. Oh wow, he dropped down, but he hits the rail.
One
He hits.
more. Oh, two more.
That's another rail for the kill. And he's actually going to go for that. Wow. Trying to force the spawn. Not going to get it. Going to find Silencep. Easy kill here. Finish it off with the lightning gun. And
Why isn't he going for the mega though?
what is he doing? What is he doing?
He's gonna kick the visitors out now.
It's like, just get out of my room. What?
Oh god, I don't.
I'm so confused. What? Unless his visitors have now hijacked his keyboard.
I don't know.
Man, I seriously, I swear, I might be going insane. I don't know what's happening here.
Are they starting anytime soon?
Well, I mean, the timeout's going to end, so this has called it back in prematurely.
2, 1, fight.
And maybe over that time he remembered that, oh yeah, there's a mega health around. I see. Oh, he's going to find it, but Silencep only just picked up the LG. This should be an opportunity to do damage. Rockets are all right, but are they good enough is the question.
You only hit one of them. It was direct, but...
Oh, the grenade!
That's painful.
It's not quite GG yet, but it's slowed down Sothis in ways that he can't really afford, but it gets another rail. What is this?
Ran out of everything, though.
Wow, so the kill has been made. Now we've got only 2 frags. We've got less than 60 seconds. LG on LG. Silencep can't even escape. The tied game. It's around the corner. And he's not going for items. He's going to find him straight away. Can he get the last rocket? Yes!
And
And
the
there it
Mega and the
is.
Red are up at the same time. He's probably only going to get one of them.
He's rocket jumping, man. He's going nuts.
Can he do damage? Does he want to go for it? One rail, that's good enough. He needs to go to the yellow now. He knows he can win this game. But he needs to be fast onto the yellow, and he's not even going for
What's
it.
more rail ammo? He's stocking up, man. He's in for the long haul. And that's the yellow being taken. It's disappeared already, so this. And stacks now are going to be a little bit too even for his liking. Right. Down on the red, and there's a green being taken at the top.
Go for it? No.
Well, he wants
He
the
has
overtime.
such a stack advantage right now. He could just go for it.
There it is. We've got 120 seconds of ad time. He rocket jumps up. This guy's absolutely berserk. LG on LG, and so this is going to lose out. So aggressive at such the wrong moment.
Go for it. It wasn't really rocket jump onto Silencep 75% shaft.
And it was like 15 or 20 seconds before he did it.
And not rocket jumping like that.
Yeah, that was obscure. That didn't
Going
work.
to a close range fight where he could use his rockets properly.
I cannot understand. Sothis, you may have just given the game away.
Yeah, even then he's on the other room screaming at him.
Get all these rockets.
Then.
And his rockets are good, and he's actually going to survive somehow. Oh, or not. He did something. I guess he didn't want to play around on 1 health that he was probably on. And now Silencep is going back up to more or less fully loaded. Actually,
Yeah, and with 1 minute to go, this is gonna be a really tough job for Sothis.
everybody in chat, cross your fingers for telefrags.
That's good damage. That's insane damage from Sothis, and he takes none in return.
Wow. Okay. Who needs telefrags when things
Is
like
he
that
going for
happen?
it right now? This guy's crazy.
There's a red. There's a red
completely
available.
Insane. There's nothing else to call this guy. He is crazy.
Yeah. Silencep's actually backing off and starting to
Yeah, it's
realize.
like, I'm not gonna even go for your fights. You're out of your mind right now.
And he's
my
coming back down again. Silencep, can he survive? He can. It's 9-6, and I fear.
Get the mega up, you know. After the mega, we would have 25 seconds, which is more than enough time to get to refrags.
Well,
like, nope,
maybe. He picked his opportunity. If he hit them a direct instead of like a semi-splash, it could have happened. But Silencep's going to be able to secure this game and make it a 2-0 against Sothis. So unfortunately for Sothis, he's going to be leaving this group having no wins at all. But Silencep getting his first of the day. Or the group. GG. That was odd.
Oh, is the keyword.
Yeah, that was fun, but odd. Let's go to a game that makes more sense.
Okay. Wait, should we go to 7's games in that note?
Yeah, I've got a feeling this one won't make that much sense either, but let's try it. Have they got a server and stuff?
No. 7 is playing practice games on Airwalk.